Is it recording? Video's going, and now we have audio in 3, 2, 1. Oh shit, hold on, they're both playing. Why aren't they both playing?
Hold on. Can I make an executive decision?
Yeah,
Let them both play
let
at the
them
same
both
time.
play? Okay.
Let them both play at the same time.
Why not?
Just drop that ass, bitch. It's open micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that open micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head. Jacob looking in bed. It's open micers, bitch. Heard what I said. Drop that ass. Open micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. Open micers in the house. Open micers in the mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. The mic is now open.
That was insanity, is what that was. Oh my god, that's right. The mic is now open. My name's Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig. I'm glad I made that decision. I'm glad it happened.
That was awful. I never want that to happen again. Each of them are bad enough, but then you put them together and it's such an abomination.
Every week I sit at this desk and I think, how can I make this podcast even more chaotic?
How do we
Today
make
I
it
found
where
the
we
answer.
lose more listeners every week?
Yeah, do me a favor. If you're listening to this right now, log off and unsubscribe.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Just join the crowd. Just unsubscribe. Just leave in droves. We don't need you. We'll do this ourselves.
Yeah, that's how I do my best work. Is by myself.
So how's it going? What you been up to?
Not much, man. I've actually been up to a whole lot, but I can't legally discuss it in any facet, especially on a public podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, my life's been pretty crazy this week. Um,
Well, that's just a big tease. You can't. You're gonna come in here and say you got all kind of shit to
I
do going on, and you can't talk about it.
I can't talk about. I legally cannot talk about it, which is so fun to say.
Does that have to
It's
do
so
with if I guess it? Will you to say yes or no?
I won't be able to, but
Oh.
please, I want you to guess.
Um, are you on trial? Are you listed in the Epstein files?
Yes, but as one of the victims.
um, are you are you in the middle of a lawsuit?
No, not currently.
But you could be in the future.
It's a possibility, but I hope not.
Are you the plaintiff or the defendant?
Hey, I would be the defendant, even
Okay.
though I didn't do anything
Oh,
wrong.
is this traffic related? Did you do something crazy in
No,
traffic?
no, but although that ticket I did get, I guess they just really didn't feel like fucking with it because they never sent me the court summons and there's not a warrant out for my arrest. So I
Hey,
guess I just got off.
let sleeping dogs lie. I did the
Yeah, I'm
same
not going to
thing.
call up there and be like, where's my court summons?
Yeah, no shit. That's always the best thing to do is just let sleeping dogs lie. Because like I did I talk about it on the show here when I left my apartment, I was supposed to give them another month's rent just because, just
Yeah.
to break my lease, which was only like 2 more months, and I didn't pay it.
Good, dude. Fuck them.
I haven't heard
Fuck
anything from
them.
them, so I'm not gonna pay it. And if I don't have to, I'm not gonna worry about it. I mean, I got everything I need. I have a car. I have a house. What the fuck else do I need credit for?
Exactly.
Yeah, I got what I got. Mine, bitches.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, the day that someone told me that medical debt doesn't go on your credit report was the day I stopped even intending on paying for anything medical.
Dude, I give them like $10 a month. I'm still paying on surgeries I had in like 2018. So I figured just every time I go to the hospital, I'm like, just add it to the bill. I'll just pay it. And once I'm finally dead, somebody will pay it somewhere. I don't
Just
know.
just put it on my tab.
Yeah, just put it on my tab. We're good.
I'm a regular here. They know me.
That's how it works
Yeah.
these days, you know. And if you're a foreign listener, you know the health deal in the U.S. is pretty fucked. So you just gotta go. I mean, we pretty much have free health care anyway because most everybody just goes to the hospital when shit goes wrong and then just don't pay it.
Yeah, same thing works with clinics or pharmacies or whatever. Like every time I go to the doctor, they don't like check to see if I owe them something with collections before they fucking check me in.
The only one that does that is my regular doctor. Every time I have an appointment, they'll call me the day before and be like, yeah, you have an outstanding bill of, it's usually like $30 or whatever. And they're like, can we go ahead and get you to pay that when you come in? I'm like, sure, why not? Because my copay is only like $10 anyway, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I only really have to pay for prescriptions, and I just let that rack up until they will not send me prescriptions anymore. And then I pay it down just to the point where they'll start sending it to me again.
Yeah. That happened to me with my credit card the other day. I forgot to pay it last month, so I was late. I tried to use it, and it was declined, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? So I went online, and I paid last month's bill, and it started working again.
There you go. Big brain moves.
Yeah.
Look at you adulting. But
that's how it goes when you're an adult. You just gotta like forget about bills until, shit gets turned off, and then you're like, oh shit, I better pay that.
yeah, I'm very meticulous about my bills currently, but I've also only been an adult for like 2 years. So
Well,
I feel like
well, don't feel bad, Jacob. I've only been an adult for about 2 months now, so don't feel bad.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like when I like turn 30, like the power's gonna go out. I'm gonna be like, shit. Which dude, you know what's fucking insane? Do you know what is goddamn just the biggest scam in all of American culture?
Insurance?
That, and also the fact that the connect fee for internet and power both,
dude,
just to flip a fucking switch and turn it on.
I actually got out of having to do whatever the luckily my power was the same one I used before, so all I had to do was roll it over. They didn't charge me anything, but to hook up the water was like $250.
Yeah,
and
dude.
luckily it was like I was able to run my credit, and my credit was so good they waived the fee. I was like, thank God, man. Dude, $250 to hook up water?
Yeah, and then just to turn on power, like not even turn it on, to turn it over into your name.
Yeah.
It's already on. It's already working.
Mhm.
You have to do nothing. To put it in my name, I have to pay like $200.
Yeah. That's the
The fuck?
scariest thing in the world whenever you like have to move somewhere, is getting everything turned back on. Cuz like not only do you have to give like you got rent and house payments to worry about, everything else was going to cost you like $2,000 to get everything turned on.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
Being an
People don't tell
adult
you how expensive
sucks.
it is.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's
0 of 10 stars. I don't recommend adulthood.
No, it's not for everybody. Um, but we were both talking before the show about how we have nothing to talk about. I have things I can't legally discuss. Well, I mean, whether or not it is an international affair of espionage, I can't. I legally cannot.
Are
talk
you a
about
spy, Jacob? Are you a double O? Are you a British agent? Is that what's happening?
I'm not a British agent. If I was 00, I'd be 000.
Yeah.
Just because I'm the shape.
That's 3 zeros. That's the joke.
No, but in news we can talk about, my desk is fucking disgusting, and I found a weird looking crumb, and I want to see if we can guess what it is.
Oh, I like this. Guess the crumb. Let's
Guess
do
the
game show.
crumb.
Hold on, let me see. Here's our theme song for Guess the Crumb. There you go. All right, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I have your Jacob camera. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you're good. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Guess that crumb. I'm going to give it a little twirl.
That looks like a tooth. It's like a tiny shark tooth. Do you have tiny sharks running around your house?
I do. I call them children.
It does. It
But
looks
they
like
do bite.
Or well, I don't know. That does it have sauce on it? There's like I saw something red.
Let me see. No sauce. But there is like a weird brown stain on my desk as well.
Is it
So I don't know if they're related or not.
Is it the end of a croissant? Like the little no?
I haven't had any croissants lately.
What about
and it's too crispy. It's like very hard, very crunchy.
It's not a bugle, is it? Like a piece of a bugle?
I can't stand bugles.
Really?
I can't stand the smell, the sight, the taste.
I love bugles. They taste good, but they smell like feet.
Oh God, dude, that smell. And then my brother used to put them on his fingers and chase me around.
Like a witch fingers.
Like fucking Freddy Krueger.
I don't know. I mean, do you have any idea what it could be? Is it a piece of pizza crust?
Dude, I think you cracked it. I think it actually is a piece of pizza crust.
You do eat a lot of pizza on the show.
Yes, and I was a guest on a podcast that hasn't been released yet. I ate pizza the entire time I did that podcast. It's not just here that I disrespect the sanctity of podcasting.
Yeah.
So I think it is either a pizza crust or I think it might be a piece of chicken breading.
Oh, yeah. It could. Have you had chicken at your desk anytime lately?
I don't remember, but if I know me, there's a good bet that there was chicken at my desk. And also the other stain looks like gravy.
What does it smell like?
It doesn't have any smell, so it must be pizza crust.
That's what I'm going with. It's a piece of pizza crust.
Should I eat it?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll count that as Patreon content for the month. Are you really?
You're lucky we don't have anything to talk about.
Oh, dude.
This was deep. So I have the desk that has like the keyboard thing that comes out.
Yeah.
It was like deep under the keyboard thing.
And it was telling how long it's been there.
To it.
Ew.
It was sticky.
Oh, you're really gonna eat it, aren't you?
Oh.
What it tastes like?
I think it's chicken. That was not pleasant. And I'm out of water.
That's gross.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's not good.
Well, if you get salmonella, we'll know what it really was.
Yeah. Also, to be funny and to gross my wife out last night, we were like joking around, just goofing. And she took my glass of Diet Coke and like poured out a little bit into a bowl in the sink that had leftover pasta in it that hadn't been washed out yet. And I was like, I don't waste Diet Coke, and I drank it out of the dirty bowl.
Oh, dude, you're an animal. You're basically just a human raccoon.
Yeah. So if I do just spontaneously combust, there have been signs. You won't be able to narrow it down to one cause. Speaking
of grossing out your significant other, we were in Hobby Lobby not too long ago, and we were walking around the aisles, and I had a little bit of the stomach bubbly, and do you ever have like where you try to hang back and just crop dust an empty aisle, but then your significant other decides to backtrack? where you've been, and it's just like, and it gets all mad at you because you stunk the aisle up. And I'm just like, look, I was not expecting you to turn back around and go back down the aisle, so it's not my fault. I was trying to keep it separate.
This is the difference between me and you, Jason. I will like pull ahead and go down the next aisle, and I will crop dust in front of where I know she's about to come into the aisle and turn around and watch the show.
And dude, I left, dude, the smell I left in that aisle was one for the ages. And then I saw some people coming up, about to go into the aisle, and I was just like, oh, I'm not sorry.
Dude, there's no like better feeling than when you fart in public and a stranger smells it.
I was kind of hoping I would hear him go like, ugh, but that never did. I was like, damn it.
What's the best is like you fart and like someone catches a whiff of it and they start looking around and then you like make eye contact with them and you're kind of just like like you're playing it off like I smell it too, but I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
It was me. I'm a double agent.
Yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of my week.
Farting in Hobby Lobby.
Farting in Hobby Lobby.
Dude, at what age is your outing for the week? Farting in Hobby Lobby.
Your 40s, pretty much. Because you're pretty much very antisocial once you get in your 40s.
Dude, I'm antisocial now. Dude, I was talking about this the other night.
Trust me, you'll be even worse in your 40s.
Dude, I'm at the point in my life where I crave above all else just to be left the fuck alone.
Dude, that's just all I ever want. That's all I ever want.
And it's not even like, you know, from my family or like, you know, the household or people I live with or whatever. Like, yeah, obviously I want to do things with you, but anything that is outside of my fucking house, like, dude, if somebody calls me, dude, it pisses me off.
Dude, to hear my phone ring and I don't want to talk, and I'm just like, nothing makes me more mad than a telephone call. And I'm just like, this could have been a text.
Yeah, dude, I used to have this friend from when we started comedy. He was a comic, and he would just randomly call me at any time of day, like 11 a.m., like late at night. He would just randomly call me whenever he fucking felt like it. And he's the kind of person that, like, you know, it's going to be a 20-minute conversation, and you know you're going to be talking in like jokes, like so you have to like actually like think and be witty for 20 minutes talking to this person for absolutely no fucking reason.
You ever have those the people in your life that you know you're going to get on the phone and it's going to be at least an hour if you get on the phone with them? And you're just like, as soon as you get on the phone, you start the exit process as soon as you get on the phone.
Dude, yes. We did that with we have to do that with our landlord when she comes to get the rent, because she will just stand there and just talk about nothing. And it's like, yes, this is your house, but also right now this is our house. So please, like literally my wife answered the door and she was like, hey, I don't want to get too close. We've had flu and COVID recently. and she's still talking through it. And she's just like, okay, bye. Take your money.
Yeah, I had the ADT guy come by the other day and wanting to tell me about their special for new homeowners, and I was just like, I'm standing there in the doorway, like in my underwear, just got home. I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. Just go away. And he's like, well, let me tell you. Let me go and leave my number for you. I'm like, okay. And he like writes his number down on the thing, and I'm just like instantly just like in the trash.
You just rip it up right in front of him.
Yeah, thank you. I don't like it. I'm turning into an ornery old man.
Yeah. I think the most diabolical thing I've ever done when someone came and knocked on my door was I had these two like Mormon like missionaries come knock on the door. You know how they have to like go to the community and like do acts of service or whatever,
Yeah.
like go spread the word. Yeah, they come and knock on my door when I was living at the apartment. And my wife saw them like in the apartment complex already. And she was like, Jacob, they're going to come knock on the door. Be nice. They're spreading the word of God. I will be mad if you're not nice to them. I'm like, okay, I understand. So I answer the door and they're like, hey, whatever. I'm like, yeah, we already got God here, guys. But the lady downstairs, I think, actually has the devil in her. So you should go down there and you should like go read like every passage of the Bible with her.
I
So
love
I
it.
just sent them downstairs to the neighbor I hated.
I remember some ladies came by my old house one time and was trying to get me to go to church. I opened the door and they're like, "Hey, we'd like to invite you to the church and blah 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 and all this stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, we worship the Dark Lord here," and I shut the door in their face.
Dude, my dad put a gun on a Jehovah's Witness once.
What? Wow.
Yeah, dude. You have to understand that, like, in Van Cleve and the house I grew up in, like the on the property to get up to the fucking trailer, the driveway is at least like
Yeah, it's a lengthy driveway.
it's at least like half a mile long. Like it's a long driveway.
Yeah.
So people don't come up the driveway by mistake. So anytime anyone comes up that driveway that my dad didn't know, he got a gun and put it in their fucking face.
Jesus.
And so he answered the door, put the gun in the guy's face. He was like, "I'm a Jehovah's Witness." And he's just like, "Get out of here." They never had another Jehovah's Witness ever come to the trailer after that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they fucking wrote him into their fake religion.
I did try to be nice to this one lady one time who was in my apartment complex, and apparently, like, she was Mormon or whatever, or one of those religions, and they just dropped her off. Like, literally just dropped her off and told her to go door to door in this apartment complex. But she got to my door, and it's like lightning outside. So I was like, would you like to come inside and like wait this out or call someone? And she's like, no, like we're not allowed to come inside. I'm like, well, if you get struck by lightning, I guess that's the Lord's work.
It's funny. Mormons are the opposite of vampires.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want to be invited into your home.
Yeah, I felt bad, man. Like she was out there, it was starting to rain. She had no umbrella. And like I was just like, what the hell, man? These people are awful. Why would you do that to somebody?
Yeah, that sucks, man. Honestly, feeling it now on my palate. When I first put it in my mouth, it was tangy a little bit.
Mhm.
And I think in hindsight, that was just like desk gunk. And I think it actually is pizza crust.
Okay.
Feeling the aftertaste of it.
That's so gross.
I just wanted to give you a desk crumb
Yeah,
update.
you're not having any like numbness or anything in your tongue or anything, huh?
How'd you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, just keep an eye on it. If your lips start to swell or you start throwing up uncontrollably, probably might want to go to the emergency room.
But I also did just eat Chinese food. So what if that's just a exacerbation of that?
Yeah. Well, I mean that could happen.
That's why I was late getting to the podcast. I had diarrhea.
Wow.
I had to diarrhea out my freaking dim sum, dude.
Oh man. Well, yeah,
It wasn't actually dim sum. I've never had dim sum.
But yeah, it's been kind of a slow week, man. I don't really have. I've been on a couple of, like not like the past couple of weeks where I was, doing stuff for my boss and driving and seeing weird shit. I haven't seen any weird shit lately, so I got nothing to talk about.
I drove by like a lightning strike fire on my way to home from work.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was raining horribly today. and we were all going like 40 miles an hour with hazard lights on. And behind me, I see like a fire truck coming up the shoulder of the road. I'm like, what the hell? There's a car wreck up here. And I look, and there's of just like fumes of smoke. Like you could tell, like it could only be from a lightning strike because there's nothing around it. It was just like smoking, like singed ground. And next to it was a guy from NDOT holding the tiniest fire extinguisher I've ever seen.
Wow. That's Mississippi for you.
Yeah. I really don't want to put this out because God put this here.
Yeah. It's probably the only budget they had was just for that one little fire extinguisher.
Probably. Have you ever heard that MDOT can pull you over and give you a ticket?
No.
I've heard that before. I'm like, who's stopping for MDOT?
Yeah, no kidding. No, I'm not stopping for them.
Yeah, that's on you at
Yeah.
that point. That's like fucking stopping for a mall security guard. It's like you're a suggestion. All you can do is call the real police.
Well, I wanted to bring up to you, Jacob, before we go. What do you think about Mark Maron and Bill Burr going off on Joe Rogan and the whole brosphere of comedians in Austin?
I mean, I understand it because like it really has gotten to the point like on the Austin scene where it's like what is funny there has deteriorated so much from what the general public actually might think is funny. Because like you watch one episode of Kill Tony and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
you have to have the most shocking, racist, like just shock humor, like be mean and spiteful and roasty and talk about fucking you have to talk about trans rights and just like all kinds of like edgy push the envelope shit.
Yeah.
And 90% of comedians don't actually like do that. Like 90% of the jokes on Netflix are not that kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing.
But I do think that there are a lot of people in that sphere that are genuinely very funny, but they're the best people that do that. Like Shane Gillis is the best guy that does that.
I mean, it doesn't. It definitely has its place. Don't get me wrong. That style of comedy has its place, but Joe Rogan has made such a bubble of people who think they're funny, but they're not.
Yes.
And then now we have these, these Kill Tony disciples. All these people. One of the big reasons why I stopped going to the open mics around here, because all the, the Kill Tony wannabes getting on stage and thinking they, just saying the word retarded is going to get them, a shot at Kill Tony. And it's like, what is wrong? Like, why are you people, nothing you say is funny. It's all gay, trans, and, like that's all the jokes they know how to do is like punching down. And it's like, you're not funny. You're not ever going to be famous. So why are you ruining my night with these horrible fucking jokes? So that's why I stopped going. That's why I hate that whole Joe Rogan fucking whole. I've made my feelings known on this show in the past about how I feel about the whole, bro comedy, and I hate it. And I saw this coming. I knew it was going to happen. And Bill Burr and Mark Maron have fired the first shots at the inevitable backlash to all that shit. So I think they're just the first of the dominoes to fall, and I think that whole Austin scene is pretty much on its last legs. At least I hope.
I don't think it is. I mean, it's literally like just getting started. I mean, the comedy mothership sells out every single show, and then it trickles over into other comedy shows that are selling out because people couldn't get tickets to the comedy mothership. It's just that the quality of comedy and comedian is severely going down.
Yeah.
Like there's only so many good comics on that scene at any given time, and especially the comics that are actually coming through the ranks. It's like it's what we just talked about. They're not actually witty, they're not actually funny, they're not an Ari Matty, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's one of the very, very funny Kill Tony guys. They're instead like Heath Cordes and Hans Kim, who are not fucking funny. They have no reason to have a platform, and they only have it from being in that sphere.
Yeah. But I'm just glad that it's starting to crack, and there's big name comedians that are finally starting to speak up about the state of comedy and pretty much what Joe Rogan has done to it. And I'm just glad because I hate that whole thing. I hate it.
Yeah, and I don't think Joe Rogan is like entirely to blame. I think you can also put some blame on Dave Chappelle
Yeah,
because everyone
yeah,
considers him, oh, he's the best comic to ever live. He's the best comic right now when he's literally neither.
yeah,
He's literally neither.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Dave Chappelle in the past, but man, once he kind of went, whatever's happening to these right wing comedians, like whatever is breaking in their brain, just makes them not be funny anymore, and it's objectively not funny. I mean, I don't know. I just maybe I'm just too woke. I don't know.
Well, it's, there's a certain happy medium between being political and being funny.
Yeah,
And you can't be, too political and still be funny, and you can't be too funny and still be political. You have to find the happy medium of saying what you want to say and still being funny, but they don't have to, and there's no incentive for them to write a good joke anymore because they have millions of dollars and they can just get on stage and say what they think about things. And people are like, they're the funniest fucking comic ever when they're just talking. It's basically just a fucking, here's what I think about the world.
yeah.
It's not funny.
Well, it's like what Bill Burr has been in the fight now too, and he's just like, all these comedians like Theo Von and all of them are like sucking up to the right and pick the side when it came to like Donald Trump and all that shit. And it's like, you're supposed to make fun of both sides. You're supposed to make fun of everyone.
Yeah. Which
Punch up.
I think that's a bad example because I do think Theo Von particularly does do that. Like you see this past weekend, he interviews JD Vance, but he also interviews Bernie Sanders. And like, I don't think Theo Von is like the best example of that, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But it's just, it's that whole bro sphere of comedy and just that, I don't know, mean comedy.
Yeah.
And I just don't like it. I'm just
like
glad.
Tony Hinchcliffe is what you're thinking about.
Yeah,
It would be the good example.
Yeah. Just mean for no fucking reason,
Yeah. Mean for no fucking reason. Sucking up to Trump for no reason.
Yeah.
Anything liberal is not funny and not good. Honestly, the opposite of Theo Von would be Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah. But that's my thoughts on the whole thing. I just wanted to know how you felt about it.
Yeah, pretty much the same way. I don't think it's it's just an opinion from two old men, but
there's more comedians.
Matters.
Bobby Lee, started agreeing with Mark Maron and stuff too. So, I think there's going to be a lot more comedians coming out against all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone loves it, especially if you're outside of that sphere.
Yeah. I mean, Zoltan,
but
my favorite comedian right now, Zoltan, has done a lot of Joe Rogan jokes. Like, he's starting to pepper in Joe Rogan jokes in his sets and stuff. So, he's been making fun of all that shit for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Joe Rogan and the people in that sphere, they definitely do comedy for, guys that wear
Affliction t-shirts.
The black and green American flag t-shirts and fucking have an AR-15 tattooed on their bicep.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have a Punisher skull on the back of their truck, those kind of guys.
Yeah. Yeah, those kind of guys, not, normal people.
Yeah. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. And Jacob, anything you want to throw out there before we leave for this week?
Not much, just that I legally can't talk about a lot. I don't know. I don't have really anything I can disclose about this international affair that is taking up my life currently. The crumb on my desk definitely was pizza crust. I do taste that now. I probably should go to the hospital after this, but I won't. And I was a guest on a podcast recently that may never see the light of day. It wasn't a good podcast episode. It was with Mark Simmons, the composer of our theme song. And yeah, honestly, I hope he doesn't release it.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, go check out the Nerd Cave Retro podcast that me and Mr. Derek Diamond do every single week. NerdCaveRetro.com. That's all you need to know. If you like retro games and all that kind of stuff, you want to hear us talk about retro game and retro gaming news, that's where you need to go, nerdcaveretro.com. And that being said, let's walk out the door. If you want to email us at openmicerspodcast@gmail.com. We're at openmicers.com, and of course the Linktree is linktree.com/openmicerspodcast. That takes you everywhere you need to go, all the socials, ways to give us money, and of course, go to brezcoffeeco.com and use the code OMPodcast to check out for 10% off of your order. We love every single one of you. We'll see you right here next week. All right. Thank you all for watching on YouTube. Let me play our little outro here. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you right here next week.